Ma'am.
Once the ruling of Marbury versus Madison in 1803 established the process of judicial review, did it cause any okay, go ahead, correct me.
Well, no, I'm not. I don't wish to correct you, but you startled me to suggest that such an opinion of Justice Marshall has indeed established anything.
Well, sir, I understand that it's become accepted lore that it establishes judicial review. Do you have any concerns that the judiciary, particularly a potentially politically motivated one, could turn the Constitution into a thing of wax by their action?
Well, madam, if what you are suggesting is true or will happen, it cannot possibly happen without whom to condone it. The people. The people. Even the judiciary does not sit without the approbation of the citizen body. One of the reasons why of the particular three branches of our government, the judiciary has hardly any foundation or support in its devisings in our Constitution is because it is open to opinion. And of course my concern with the action of Marbury versus Madison was the fact that the Chief Justice of our nation, many of you know that we are related, he is my second cousin, that his sole opinion, 11,000 words, it took him 4 hours to read on the high bench. Well, he had to make sure everyone was listening. After a time, they began to doze off. But this was solely his opinion on something that held no point in law. He even conjured that up, writ demandamus. The fact that it was written, it was signed, therefore it had to have been delivered, it was a point in law. No, it wasn't not when the law which entitled it had been repealed. He didn't want to hear that, the fact that the entire law had been repealed. No, he wanted the opportunity to conjure up his opinion, to read his opinion, and to have that written down in the annals of the history of the Supreme Court. Well, the point of the matter is, I bring it to the people. How can the Supreme Court pass a judgment on a law which has been made where? On the Supreme Court? Where has the law been enacted?
In Congress.
In the legislative body where it ought to be enacted by the representatives of whom?
The people.
So if the people, madam, decide that it ought to be the Supreme Court that then passes judgment on a law that has been enacted by the representative body of the people or citizens, what might you decide as a result thereof? That the government is no longer in your hand. So again, I would say, madam, turning the Constitution to a thing of wax is, I rather like the term, perhaps I will commit it myself to paper one day, but before that I would like to say now, if this is what the people allow, then they will allow the Supreme Court to become like a corps of miners and sappers who could very well someday undermine the foundation of our Constitution. Yes?